All right. Hello, friends. So today I wanted to discuss what I think is going to be very impactful, like in the near future, the impact of artificial intelligence on the economics of how we do business. And I know that there's a lot of uh, people out there that are on one side being super hyperbolic, um, and then other people that are saying that we're in a bubble. And I want to try to present as accurate information as I'm capable of, so that we can all make grounded decisions about what's happening and these potential impacts. Um, and I don't claim to know everything, so feel free to share your opinions in the comments. So here I have a user dashboard that I generated with Kimi, and it's a nearly one-for-one replication of this image. And this is an image of uh, a development agency's user interface that they've created, right? So I was able to take this particular image, and then I was able to create the almost one-for-one replication of that front end user interface, uh, just in about 5 minutes with Kimi. Um, so what does this mean? If we go here and then this is the proof, um, I had commented on this gentleman's, I think they're a gentleman, I'm not really sure. Um, so, they said like, how much is a landing page or website, usually 2 to 3K. Um, that's actually, standard or lower. Like a fully functioning website would usually cost between 5K, and then a landing page can cost anywhere from like 2,000 to 5,000. So I just asked like how much for the UI, and this was after I had already created the user interface with Kimi. For complete front end, they charge $1,500. Um, and this is an important clarification, so I want to honor this. The skill of the developer still really matters because they're going to have to be able to integrate this front end to your code base. But what I can suggest, depending on the complication of your the complexity of your application, um, AI is already very good at creating software for you. Like you can ask it to integrate the front end. Um, I still think it's very important to work with smart people, but what I'm suggesting here is that if I can create a $1,500 asset in just 5 minutes with Kimi. And I can even check the mobile version if I want to. So all of this in just a couple minutes, um, and you can see the full version here. So I guess my question for y'all is like, what do you think the impact of one? I guess on one hand, like you have the opportunity to create and offer $1,500 assets to the market that you can generate in a couple minutes. At the same time, as more and more people become aware of this technology and they scale up with it, like they're going to be able to utilize this to do it themselves. Um, but at least for now, like only a small percentage of the like global population are using it for entrepreneurial activities. Most people are still using it as like an enhanced version of a search engine. So um, I guess my perspective is that eventually, like this is really going to start impacting the economics, and that's been a slow erosion over the last 5 years. Initially it was copywriters, and like now we're starting to see erosion into simple development, not even just simple development. For example, I have a software here that I'm working on that can use Whisper AI to create Trello-like tasks. So I was able to recreate an entire software in about a few minutes, and now I can iteratively update this. And I don't need a developer. I don't need a graphic designer in the same way that I did before. Again, don't get me wrong, like having amazing people, and I see the future as, human plus AI, because really, like, you can take your creativity and then, you think about all the friction in business, like all this cost, and, that keeps a lot of people from being able to, express their vision or creativity in a way. And, I think on one hand, we have AI impacting creative people. And for another group of people, like AI will become a creative accelerant. And I think that is a very strange and interesting paradigm to be living through. And, my intention is I want everybody to, survive and thrive in the period of volatility and uncertainty that I think that we are experiencing, over the last 5 years. We always tend to think about it as like this thing that's going to happen in the future, but, I think that this is what we're experiencing right now, and we really are living through a revolution. And not only with this like front-end UI, but between this and like Nano Banana Pro and a few of the other tools like Claude 4.5 Opus, the sky's the limit in terms of like what you can create. So, yeah, that's just one use case. I wanted to share that with like some proof so you can see that, I can, or we can, one for one, essentially recreate assets that other people are charging $1,500 for. So thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think. Thank you for bearing with me bumbling through this. And yeah, I would love to hear your opinion. I don't claim to be right. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know. And I'm happy for you to expose my blind spots through the context of discourse. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, if we can now do $1,500 of work in 5 minutes, like what do you think the impact of that is going to be on us as a global society? All right. Thank you for tuning into this short video, and God bless you. Cheers.